JDW Blood Rumble 18th show of 2022 by Colton Dennis. Hello everyone and welcome to the 18th show of Blood Rumble. And we're coming off of a great pay-per-view for Hatred Slam, said announcer number 2. Yes, we are. And we still haven't heard anything about what Beast did, and what he did at the pay-per-view, or if he'll be fined or not, said announcer number 1. What he did was so shocking. But let's talk about tonight. All the competitors in the gauntlet matches will figure out which number they draw, said announcer number 2. So, let's begin the night, said announcer number 1. Beldings. This match is scheduled for one fall. Is a triple threat battle royale, where the winner will be the last woman to enter the Ladies' Championship Gauntlet match. Introducing the challengers. Willow, Luna, and Gemini, said announcer number 3. Beldings. Willow runs then goes to clothesline Gemini. Gemini ducks then goes for a jumping cutter onto Willow. Willow pushes Gemini then rolls outside of the ring. Gemini is looking at Willow. That was a close one by Gemini, said announcer number 1. Luckily she pushed Gemini then rolled underneath the ropes. Luna approaches Gemini then taps her back. Gemini turns around then does a jumping cutter onto Luna. Luna groans. Man, that quickly, said announcer number 2. Gemini continues staring at Willow, picks Luna up, runs towards the ropes then throws her over the top of them. Luna lands onto the floor. Luna's eliminated, said announcer number 1. Now it's just Willow and Gemini, said announcer number 2. Gemini looks at Willow again then goes through the middle ropes. Willow runs. Gemini chases Willow around the ring. Willow slides into the ring. Gemini slides into the ring. Willow starts kicking Gemini. Gemini is groaning. Willow does in elbow drop onto Gemini's back. Gemini groaning. Willow has control now, said announcer number 1. Willow picks Gemini up then bounces her off of the ropes. Gemini reverses it then bends over. Willow kicks Gemini's chest. Gemini groans then stands up. Willow goes to punch Gemini. Gemini ducks. Willow turns around. Gemini goes for a jumping cutter onto Willow. Willow pushes Gemini. Gemini turns around. Willow kicks Gemini's stomach, runs, bounces off of the ropes then does a knee lift onto her. Gemini groans then falls onto the mat. Willow is looking great tonight, said announcer number 2. Willow picks Gemini up then goes to throw her over the top rope. Gemini grabs the ropes. Willow is struggling. Gemini elbows Willow's stomach. Willow groans then lets go of Gemini. Gemini kicks Willow's stomach then goes to throw her over the top rope. Willow is holding onto the ropes. Gemini lifts Willow over the top rope. Willow continues holding onto the ropes. Gemini hits Willow's back. Willow groans. Willow's still hanging in there, said announcer number 1. Gemini lifts Willow over the top rope. Willow is holding onto the top rope then pulls herself up onto the ledge of the ring. Gemini looks at Willow then goes to grab her. Willow shoulder blocks Gemini's stomach. Gemini groans. Willow climbs up the turnbuckle. Gemini punches Willow. Willow groans then holds onto the top turnbuckle. Gemini climbs onto the second rope. Be careful, you two, said announcer number 2. Gemini punches Willow a few times then wraps her arms around her head. No, not from up there. You'll hurt yourself, said announcer number 1. Gemini points over top rope. The crowd is cheering. No, don't do this, Gemini. It's suicide, said announcer number 2. Gemini puts her foot onto the top rope. Willow punches Gemini's right side. Gemini groans, then punches Willow. Willow loses her balance, then slips on the top turnbuckle. Both Gemini and Willow fall off of the turnbuckle. Willow lands onto the ledge of the ring. Gemini bounces off the ledge of the ring, then lands onto the floor. Bell dings. Here's your winner, Willow, said announce number 3. Willow won the battle royale. But, was it worth it? Asked announcer number 1. They both took a tumble off the turnbuckle. I think Willow slipped then as she came down. She pulled Gemini with her. That's why Gemini fell onto the ledge like that, said announcer number 2. Just as long as they're both all right, said announcer number 1. Gemini is slowly standing up. The paramedics are helping Gemini stand up. Willow stands up in the ring, then watches the paramedics helping Gemini. Well, congratulations to Willow. She'll be the last one to come out during the gauntlet match, said announcer number 1. Hope Gemini is all right, said announcer number 2. Bell dings. This match is scheduled for one fall. Is a triple threat battle royale, where the winner will enter last in the U.S. Continental Championship gauntlet match. Introducing the challengers, Drake, Havoc and the Hyena, said announce number 3. Bell dings. Havoc is pointing at the Hyena. This ain't your match. You shouldn't even be in it, said Havoc punching Drake. Drake falls onto the mat, then rolls outside of the ring. The Hyena hits Havoc's back. Havoc groans. The Hyena bounces Havoc off of the ropes, then goes to punch him. Havoc holds onto the ropes. The Hyena runs at Havoc. Havoc does a back elbow onto the Hyena. The Hyena groans, then walks away. Havoc grabs the Hyena from behind, runs towards the ropes, then throws him over the top of them. The Hyena lands onto the ledge of the ring. Havoc looks at the Hyena, then runs at him. The Hyena shoulder blocks Havoc's stomach. Havoc groans. The Hyena grabs Havoc's head, runs, then bounces his head off the top turnbuckle. Havoc groans. The Hyena is doing great, said announcer number 1. He really is, said announcer number 2. The Hyena climbs up the turnbuckle. Drake climbs onto the ledge of the ring, then runs at the Hyena. The Hyena boots Drake's face. Drake groans, then falls off the ledge of the ring. Drake's not eliminated. He went underneath the ropes, said announcer number 1. The Hyena gets to the top turnbuckle. Havoc runs at the Hyena. The Hyena jumps over Havoc, lands onto his feet, rolls onto the mat, stands up, then turns around. Havoc kicks the Hyena's testicles. The Hyena groans, then falls onto the mat. What a cowardly move, said announcer number 2. Havoc picks the Hyena up, wraps his arms, then does an underhook DDT onto him. The Hyena goes limp. Hyena's definitely out, said announcer number 1. Havoc stands up, picks the Hyena up, then throws him over the top rope. The Hyena lands onto the floor. Bye Hyena, said announcer number 2. We're down to 2, said announcer number 1. Drake quickly slides into the ring, approaches Havoc from behind, then lifts him over the top rope. Havoc lands onto the ledge of the ring. I did it. I did it. I'm the last one in the match. Yes, I did it, said Drake, holding up his arms. Drake, you are an idiot, said announcer number 2. Havoc appears behind Drake. Drake turns around. Havoc kicks Drake's stomach. Drake groans. Havoc wraps Drake's arms, then does an underhook DDT onto him. Drake groans, then goes limp. Drake's out of it, both physically and literally, said announcer number 1. Havoc picks Drake up, then throws him over the top rope. Drake lands onto the floor. Bell dings. Here's your winner, Havoc, said announcer number 3. I'd rather have Drake last. Not this coward, said announcer number 2. Who knows, him and the man might be champions after the next pay-per-view, said announcer number 1. Speaking of which, let's hope he ain't last too, said announcer number 2. We could always hope, because that match is right now, said announcer number 1. Bell dings. This match is scheduled for one fall. Is a 6-man battle royale, where the winner will enter last in the Galaxy Championship Gauntlet match. Introducing the challengers, the Man, the Guns, Gargoyle, the Governor, Wolf and the Pursuer, said announcer number 3. Bell dings. The Man rolls outside of the ropes. I'm not stupid. Nope. I won't get into that ring until I want to, said the Man. Wolf bounces off of the ropes in the opposite side of the ring, jumps over the top rope, then lands onto the Man. Wolf just eliminated himself. Just to take out the Man, said announcer number 2. Wolf stands up, picks the Man up, then throws him into the ring. Get out of here, Wolf, said referee number 3. The Man pulls himself up with the ropes, then turns around. The Pursuer runs at the Man, then clotheslines him and himself over the top rope. The Man lands onto the ledge of the ring. The Pursuer lets go of the ropes, then falls onto the floor. Pursuer's eliminated, said announcer number 1. Both the Governor and the Guns are punching Gargoyle. Gargoyle pushes both the Governor and the Guns. The Governor runs at Gargoyle. Gargoyle clotheslines the Governor. The Guns runs at Gargoyle. Gargoyle headbutts the Gun's chest. The Guns groans. The Man rolls into the ring. Gargoyle looks at the Man. The Man looks at Gargoyle. Wait, please. I didn't do anything to you, said the Man. Gargoyle grabs the Man's shirt. You need to send a message to your friend, said Gargoyle. Havoc appears running down the ramp, slides into the ring, stands up, then swings a steel chair. The steel chair hits Gargoyle's back. Gargoyle lets go of the Man. Havoc swings the steel chair again. The steel chair hits Gargoyle's back again. Gargoyle groans, then turns around. The Governor runs at Gargoyle, then spears him. Man, what a spear, said announcer number 2. Gargoyle slowly puts his hands and knees on the mat. The Guns bounces off of the ropes, jumps up, then does a curb stomp onto Gargoyle. Gargoyle is laying motionless onto the mat. The Man goes through the middle rope, then climbs up the turnbuckle. Havoc rolls Gargoyle onto his back. The Man looks down at Gargoyle, jumps off of the top turnbuckle, then does a shooting star press onto him. Gargoyle groans. Come on, it's a 4-on-1. And Havoc isn't even in the match, said announcer number 1. All 4 are slowly picking up Gargoyle, leaning him against the ropes, then lifting him over the top rope. Gargoyle lands onto the floor. Gargoyle's eliminated, said announcer number 2. Yeah, good job, thanks, guys, said Havoc. Both the Governor and the Guns look at each other, nod their heads, then punch both Havoc and the Man. There we go, said announcer number 2. The Governor bounces Havoc off of the ropes, runs, then spears him. Havoc groans. What a spear, said announcer number 1. Governor, said the Guns. The Governor stands up. The Guns whips the Man. The Governor spears the Man. The Man groans. Guns, said the Governor, is pointing at Havoc. The Guns bounces off of the ropes, jumps up, then does a curb stomp onto Havoc. Havoc groans. The Governor points at the Man. The man is slowly moving. The guns bounces off of the ropes, jumps up, then does a curb stomp onto the man. The man goes limp. Both the governor and the guns pick both Havoc and the man, then throw them both over the top rope. On opposite sides of the ring, both Havoc and the man land onto the floor. "There goes the man," said announcer number 2. "He's not the last entry." "Thank God," said announcer number 1. Both the governor and the guns are staring at each other. The governor runs at the guns, then goes for a spear. The guns raises his right knee. The governor groans, then holds his head. The guns kicks the governor's right knee. The governor falls onto his knees. The guns runs, bounces off of the ropes, then goes for a curb stomp onto the governor. The governor moves. The guns turns around. The governor spears the guns. The guns is holding his sides, then groans. "That spear must have hurt Guns' ribs," said announcer number 2. The governor picks the guns up. Havoc slides into the ring holding a steel chair, then swings it. The governor ducks, runs, then bounces off ropes. Havoc turns around. The governor spears Havoc again. Havoc groans, then rolls outside of the ring. The governor stands up, then turns around. The title hits the governor's head. The governor groans. The man goes through the middle rope, climbs up the turnbuckle, then looks down at the governor. "This is what you get," said the man, jumping off of the top turnbuckle, then does a shooting star press onto the governor. The governor groans. The man is kneeling next to the governor, then continues staring at him. The guns jumps up, then does a curb stomp onto the man. The man groans, then rolls outside of the ring. The guns looks at the governor. The governor is slowly moving. The guns runs, bounces off of the ropes, jumps up, then does a curb stomp onto the governor. The governor goes limp. Governor is definitely out after that, said announcer number 1. The guns picks up the governor, runs towards the ropes, then throws him over the top rope. The governor lands onto the floor. "Bell dings. Here's your winner, the guns," said announcer number 3. The guns has a big chance to become champion. "I mean, I'd like to see him as the champion than the man," said announcer number 2. "Everybody does. Who wants a champion that doesn't fight for true people to give them what they want?" said announcer number 1. "That's a true champion, but also a fantasy too," said announcer number 2. "True. Well, folks, hope you had a great night. Be safe out there and good night," said announcer number 1. "Bye bye," said announcer number 2, waving. The end.